I remember a patient, James, who came to see me about 6 months ago. He was 58, fit, successful, did everything by the book, and he sat in that chair right where I'm sitting now, and after a long pause, he said, "Dr. kenD Berry, I feel like my body is slowly betraying me." He wasn't just talking about the gym. He was talking about that lack of spark, the difficulty with erections that was starting to creep in, the feeling that the vitality he'd always known was slipping away. It's a question so many men carry with them, but rarely voice out loud. Is this just aging? Is this my new normal? Today, I want to answer that question with a gentle but firm no. We're going to talk about something incredibly simple, something you likely have in your kitchen that when used correctly can have a profound effect on restoring blood flow. It's about bicarbonate, but it's not just about taking it. It's about understanding why it works and the specific way it helps your blood vessels relax, your hormones function better, and your energy return. Before we sit down and have this consultation, I'd appreciate it if you would let YouTube know this conversation matters to you. Hit that like button. It truly helps other men find this information. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next video. I'm also trying to adjust the posting time of these videos to make sure I'm here when you need me. In the comments below, tell me where you're watching from. And also, tell me what time of day are you mostly online. Is it early in the morning with your coffee or late at night when the house is quiet? Let me know and I'll do my best to schedule these conversations for when you're listening. For those of you who are new here, I'm Dr. Claire Weston. I'm a board-certified urologist, and for over a decade, my practice has been dedicated to men, to their reproductive health, hormonal health, and prostate health. In my exam room, I've always believed that listening is the most important procedure I perform. Men often come in expecting to be told to tough it out. My job is to listen to what is said, what is hinted at, and then apply clinical precision to find a solution. We're going to do that same thing today. To understand how to restore blood flow, we first have to understand why it declines. It's rarely one single thing. It's a combination of factors that create a perfect storm in a man's body after 50. First, let's look at the pipes themselves. Your arteries and blood vessels. They are not rigid. Tubes, they are living dynamic tissues. They are lined with a delicate layer called the endothelium. Think of it like the silk lining inside a fine jacket. When you're young, that lining is smooth and slippery. Blood flows easily and the vessel can expand or dilate when it needs to. But over time, several things happen. Chronic inflammation, often from diet and stress, starts to roughen that lining. Plaque can begin to form, but critically, the vessel loses its ability to relax. It becomes stiff. This is where we encounter a word I want you to remember. Vasodilation in a man's body, especially for sexual function. Vasodilation is everything. An erection is literally a hydraulic event. The arteries must widen. Now, this process is orchestrated by a molecule called nitric oxide. Your endothelial cells produce nitric oxide, which acts as a signal to the smooth muscle. As men age, nitric oxide production drops. The signal gets weaker. The vessels don't open as wide. Blood flow diminishes. This is the root. Meet Dr. Claire Weston, a urologist who listens of so many issues from cold hands and feet to brain fog to erectile dysfunction. So where does bicarbonate come into this? Let's look at the chemistry of the blood itself. Our bodies have to maintain a very specific pH balance, a measure of how acidic or alkaline our internal environment is. It's a constant battle. The food we eat, particularly the standard Western diet, high in processed foods, sugar, and animal protein, creates a metabolic acid load. Stress creates acid. To protect our vital organs, the body will do anything to neutralize this acid. It pulls alkaline minerals from our bones, but the primary buffer is bicarbonate. But here's the clinical connection that matters for blood flow. When your body is too acidic, your blood vessels constrict. Think about it. In a state of acidosis, even a mild low-grade chronic acidosis, the body perceives stress. It narrows the vessels to preserve core function. This directly counteracts the vasodilation we need for healthy blood flow. An acidic environment also damages that delicate endothelial lining. I had a patient, let's call him Michael, 62. He was on a statin. He watched his cholesterol, but he struggled with energy and erectile issues. We ran a simple urine pH test over a few days. His readings were consistently in the acidic range. His body was struggling to maintain balance. This is where supplemental bicarbonate can be a powerful, gentle tool. By providing the body with sodium bicarbonate, we are giving it a ready-to-use buffer. By reducing that acidic stress signal, we allow the blood vessels to relax. We clear the traffic jam of acid, allowing natural mechanisms for blood flow to resume. Now, this is the critical part. The way you use it matters immensely. This is not about chugging baking soda. That can be dangerous. It can spike your blood pressure and throw your electrolytes into chaos. We are being intelligent and precise here, just as we would be in a clinical setting. First, we have to consider sodium balance. Sodium bicarbonate is high in sodium. For men over 50, especially those with high blood pressure, we must be careful. The method I often discuss with my patients is about hydration and timing. It's about using bicarbonate to turn your water into a gentle alkalinizing agent. In a tall glass, add just a small amount of bicarbonate. We are talking about a level 1/8 to 1/4 teaspoon. No more. This is a therapeutic dose. Now, here's a key tip. Always use it with a squeeze of fresh lemon or lime. Now, you, understanding blood flow decline after 50, might think, but Dr. Lemon is acidic. And you're right, it is. But here's the beautiful paradox. When you metabolize lemon, it actually has an alkalinizing effect on the body. It's a source of minerals. The timing is just as important. I recommend using this drink at 2 key points. The first is first thing in the morning. A glass of this water upon waking helps to neutralize that morning acid load. Gently wake up the digestive system and signal to the blood vessels to open up. The second optimal time is mid to late afternoon. This is when our cortisol levels can dip, energy flags, and we often reach for caffeine or sugar. This isn't a magic bullet that works in isolation. In my practice, I always look at the whole picture. We use this bicarbonate approach as a foundation. This approach works synergistically with other factors. Foods rich in nitrates, like spinach, arugula, beets, and celery, are fantastic. And then there's exercise. When you exercise, your muscles produce acid. This signal is actually what stimulates the endothelium to produce more nitric oxide. Now, I want to address a common myth. Some people claim that bicarbonate can cure cancer or kill bacteria directly in the blood. As a physician, I need to be clear. The body regulates its blood pH within a very tight window. You cannot drastically change your blood pH by drinking bicarbonate water. Another myth is that it's a replacement for blood pressure or diabetes medication. Absolutely not. This is a supportive strategy, not a medical intervention. Let's talk about another patient, David, 65. His primary concern was prostate health and the urinary frequency that was disrupting his sleep. We often overlook how pH affects the prostate, and acidic environment can irritate the bladder and prostate, exacerbating symptoms of BPH. Within a few weeks, he reported 2 things. First, his urinary stream was stronger. Second, he was sleeping through the night more often. Everything is connected. This brings us back to James. He came back for a follow-up 3 months later. He didn't launch into a list of complaints. He sat down, smiled, and said, "I feel like I have my body back." The blood flow had returned not because of a single pill, but because we had removed the obstacles and given his body the environment it needed to heal itself. So, as we close this consultation today, I want you to take away a few key thoughts. If you are noticing changes in your energy or recovery, do not just accept it as aging. Ask the question, what is the environment inside my body? Is it too acidic? Are my blood vessels struggling to relax? Consider this gentle, supportive approach. Start with high quality water. Add that small pinch of bicarbonate and a squeeze of lemon. Pay attention to how you feel. Notice your energy and recovery, and please have a conversation with your own doctor. Print out this video if you need to take it to what is vasodilation and why nitric oxide matters, and discuss it. A good doctor will appreciate a proactive patient. Taking ownership of your health isn't about drastic measures. It's about the quiet, daily decisions to support the body you live in. Respect the incredible machine. If this conversation resonated with you, please share it. Share it with a friend, a brother, a colleague who might be struggling in silence. Give them a safe space. Don't forget to subscribe so we can continue this conversation. I look forward to reading your comments. Take care of yourselves. Be patient with your bodies. I'll speak to you soon.